The name Hafiz, or Hafez, was a name the poet earned while still a youth, when he was reputed to have learned the Quran completely by heart. The word Hafiz means protector, and in this sense, people who were able to memorize the entire holy book were considered protectors of its contents from corruption. The poet was born into a modest family in Shiraz, Persia, or modern Iran, around 1320. The Mongol conquests of the Middle East, particularly the sack of Baghdad in 1258, had a profound impact on the religious life of local Muslims. This event marked the end of the Islamic Golden Age and had significant consequences for the political, cultural, and religious landscape of the region. The Mongol invasions affected the balance of power between Sunni and Shia Muslims. The Abbasid Caliphate, a Sunni institution, was significantly weakened, and the Mongols, who were initially seen as potential allies by some Shia communities, eventually turned against various Islamic factions and heightened tensions between the two groups. The period following the Mongol invasions also saw cultural and religious syncretism, as various local traditions and practices blended with Islamic beliefs. This syncretism, influenced by factors such as Mongol rule, Turkic migrations, and Persian cultural influences, contributed to the rich diversity of Islamic religious expressions, particularly a resurgence of mysticism that was a feature of animist religious practices of the invading foreign armies. It also contributed to an increasing interest in mystical and spiritual aspects of Islam. Sufism, an Islamic mystic and ascetic movement, gained popularity as a response to the social and political chaos. Sufi orders provided a sense of community, spiritual guidance, and solace during turbulent times. The emphasis on personal piety and direct connection with the divine resonated with many Muslims seeking a deeper, more personal experience of their faith. Tradition holds that while the young Hafiz was working as a delivery boy for a local bakery, he was dumbstruck by the sight of a beautiful noblewoman he almost ran into while on an errand. Falling head over heels, but knowing that his love could never be requited, he would sit in deep meditation on his love for her for some time, when it's claimed he was eventually visited by an angel, who, in subsequent meditations, helped him to transform his love for this lady into a mystical love of the divine, and his future poetry would be heavily infused with metaphors of both physical and spiritual yearning. Hafiz would write much of his poetry in the form of ghazals, an Arabic style of lyrical writing from the 7th century, which were particularly noted for their romantic themes of unrequited love, yearning, and the pain of separation. He became a master of this style and incorporated a spiritual and religious dimension, where every word had a possible mystical as well as romantic connotation that added multiple layers of interpretation. Hafiz was a celebrated poet even in his own time and became an enormous influence on writers throughout the Muslim world and even beyond, being loved by Western poets too, such as Thoreau, Goethe, W.B. Yeats, and Ralph Waldo Emerson, as well as the Indian poet Rabindranath Tagore. He has often been called the Persian Petrarch, given his dedication to romantic themes, and is considered a national treasure in Iran, where tens of thousands of visitors flock to his mausoleum in Shiraz each year to pay him homage.